welcome Clare Chase this morning to our Romaniacs Sparkle interview. First of all, I'm going to ask you, Clare, to tell us about your major writing highlights so far.
I think that's got to be when I got my email from Chocolate inviting me to go and meet the director, Lynn, in London to discuss a possible publishing contract.
Yeah.
I sat there for ages looking at the email, just plucking up the courage to open it because I was convinced it was going to be a rejection, and then to find out it wasn't was just fantastic. So, yeah, that's my top moment.
Good one. And thinking back, what's been the hardest thing you've done so far, writing-wise?
I was thinking about that. I think maybe at the beginning, being quite isolated really, because I didn't have any particular friends who were writing, and because my children were quite small, it was difficult to go out to writers' groups in the evening and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I discovered the RNA and joined the New Writers Scheme, and suddenly it went from being on my own to having access to expertise from the point of view of submitting my manuscript to be read, and also, most importantly, meeting loads of those people who are incredibly generous with their knowledge about the industry and craft and things, and I just realised how little I'd known before, and it just all suddenly felt very friendly, so it was really nice.
Fantastic. Can you just share with us what you're working on next, if that's not top secret?
That's fine. I write mysteries, and I'm writing a new series based in my home city of Cambridge. So it's quite a good place, I think, for the genre, because it's quite small, so people rub shoulders in a way that you wouldn't necessarily expect. So you get, for instance, I've definitely known professors and squatters living in the same street, and there might be drunks and druggies on the park, but there are also people singing Elizabeth madrigals from Punt, so it's a kind of interesting mixture. And also because the university employs so many people, you get secrets can kind of spread quite quickly in directions that you wouldn't imagine. So again, that's great for the genre. So Cambridge just keeps on giving, really.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And now we're welcoming Lizzie Lamb with a wonderful Scotch on the Rocks, the book, not the drink, to the Romaniacs Sparkle interview. Can you tell us about your major writing highlights so far?
I think becoming a self-published author and working hard and building up my readership and establishing my presence on the social networking forum. And with book 3, it seems really to have opened the gates to a whole different level. For example, today Amazon asked me if I would give them permission to promote my book in .com. And I'm like, let me think about that. So, it can be done. The chances are out there. Go and grab them.
Fabulous. And what's been the toughest thing so far?
I think the toughest thing is that initial setting up and finding your readers, and the fact that formatting and all the things you have to do to get your book ready is still quite expensive, and if you don't get the money back, you sometimes think, why did I do it? But at the end of the day, you just look at your book and you say, I did that.
Brilliant. And I know that one's the next one out, but what are you working on next?
Well, I've discovered that the Americans and a lot of the British readers really love Scotland, and I've got a big, all my background is Scottish, so my next one is going to be in Scotland as well, called Heart of the Highlands, but there's going to be a bit of Scottish mysticism and second sight in that one.
Well, thank you very much, Lizzie.
Excellent.
Well done. Thank you. And welcome to the lovely Mandy Baggot, the Romaniacs Sparkle interview. And first of all, can you tell us so far what's been your major writing highlight?
Well, it's a quite recent highlight actually. I got to number 24 on Amazon UK with my latest book, Truly Madly Greekly, and I got to number 2 on Kobo and iBooks, second only to the infamous Grey. So yeah, round of applause. So that was a big writing highlight for me, was to get those Amazon rankings.
And so far, looking back, what's been the toughest challenge in writing for you?
Well, I think everybody is the same challenge when you're a writer, and that's edits. Nobody likes edits. You write your baby, you think it's perfect, and then someone says, let's change it all up. Let's do this, let's put another character in here. I write quite a clean copy, so I've been told, so I'm quite lucky they've not been too horrendous, but going back through your books and revising and trying to look at it with a fresh mind is probably the hardest thing.
And what's next? What's coming next?
Wow, what's next for me? I've got a new book coming out with Book Couture in October. It's set in New York at Christmas time, and there's a single mum and her 9-year-old daughter called Angel, and there's a billionaire who is dying. Sad, tears, Christmas, weep. But hopefully happy. It has to be a happy ending, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. And is there anything else in the pipeline?
Working No, it's all secret.
It's secret.
No. I'm working on a few other things, and I've got plans for new summer books. Lots going on. Never a dull moment with Lady B.
Oh, thank you very much, Lady. Thank you. That was great.